getting right into it. But all right. So tonight we are down a player, but that is totally cool. We're gonna be just rolling ahead with it. Let me just do my little promos real quick, and if someone wants to start off with a recap on what went down. Oh man, it got the wrong game set up. Hold up, let me fix that real quick.
We went clubbing. Also, undead.
The undead.
Oh, we went clubbing.
Nothing. Absolutely
else
nothing happened
happened.
in between.
Clubbing, undead.
Just,
Nothing
you know.
else. No elaborate dance battle.
Certainly no dancing. Certainly no
We're talking with
merriment.
No boozing
talking
it up
big
with
game.
a Yakuza guy, you know.
No getting involved in a dance-off between the Night Brood and the Yakuza. No, none of that.
We didn't absolutely destroy them. No, that didn't happen.
Nope. Certainly no run-ins with a goblin investigator who's looking for his teacher, essentially, his mentor.
Nah, just clubbing.
Just clubbing.
Just clubbing.
Yeah.
Why is this taking so long? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that pretty much kind of more or less,
No, frick you, that all did happen. And more.
and more. Okay, it has the right one. For a second there, I thought I got the wrong Dungeons and Dragons. There's like 4 different D&D like things on Twitch, and I've actually made a mistake once of like tagging it as one of the other games, and someone actually came in. They're just like, "Hey, you have it wrong," and I'm like, "Oh, oops."
I blame Twitch.
Yeah, it's all Twitch's fault. Anywho, yeah, you guys got contracted by Grix, or as he likes to be called, Lugs, for his, his lug eye, or lug-shaped eye. And he's picking up a case that his mentor has kind of pursued. That's kind of vague on the descriptors, but the reason for why I was trying to go, like, I was looking for, like, the best reference, and I couldn't find it on hand. But, I think the best comparison to make for the guy who, Hartman was, I hate to say it, but I always end up doing this where I end up making like a comparison, which ends up being something that's already exists, and I'm like, shoot, I should have just said, well, he looks like this guy. But he pretty much is comparable to Harrison Ford from frickin' Blade Runner, from the get up to just how he looks. The very short cop style, like short, well kept, like brown hair, a very like stern face, and down to the duster. But yeah. I was like, oh, I was thinking of that guy. But, yeah, so you're basically looking for Homeboy. And, Grix himself is, dressed in a somewhat similar fashion. However, his is more gray than brown. And, as you pursued and went off to your first location, which went off with, relatively little trouble, I would say. You guys kind of managed to dig up on some interesting facts. One of them is that this nightclub that you guys are at is hotly contested between the Yakuza and the Night Brood, and that these investors that the detective was looking into, that had been like upped and vanished, they are totally blanking. They had been around at the same time as Lady Yuki, which kind of makes it more interesting. As you as you players somewhat know, maybe perhaps you're not too well knowledgeable, but for the most part, kind of as a general knowledge, Lady Yuki herself is sort of the, I would be hesitant to say the face of Brosnov, but she definitely gets around in Brosnov in terms of their advertising, especially for a lot of Yuki Wonderworks products. And she's definitely known for her, for her attractive looks. She is like Brosnov's like prettiest lady, essentially. She's a supermodel around here, and kind of a celebrity for that very reason. So whenever she comes around, it's like kind of a big deal. So from what you've picked up, there was these investors around the time of their arrival was also similar to when the lady herself was around. So there's kind of a like, okay, that's kind of happening. The other thing is the current owner of the nightclub. You've not actually seen him at all. But he's supposed to be running the club. But the only person you've seen who seems to kind of have any like authority was Toshi, the Yakuza guy, who's kind of keeping the peace, so to speak. And Toshi, you guys were able to kind of get to know better after your encounter and helping him out with that little dance-off. You guys pretty much just were kind of left in the back area on your own, to where you found the back alley exit and happened across your encounter, which was the White and the two undead warriors. That was just in the trash pile. And
There's some BS back there.
yeah, there's some zombies in the trash can, man.
Oh boy.
One last promo.
Oh, Melora, we're really going through it now.
Yep, and so we will be starting off tonight's session with a roll for initiative.
Yay!
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 Okay, I think I got all the promo
Yay.
channels. Okay, cool.
We love. I don't have to go first.
Oh my god, a natural 20?
Oh, good start.
Good. The cleric can go first.
The cleric will be going first. Let's see what
that's
the
a 23.
Oh my god, what
the
the
White
Oh, there they are.
and okay, cool. The enemies rolled super poorly, as per my usual DM rolls. There is no like
Yeah.
I roll okay. I either roll trash or I roll super hot when I DM. It's there is no in between.
I roll trash when I DM.
Yeah.
It is
Depends on who you're rolling against.
yeah, it is situational for you. Okay. Cool. So there's our back alley. Let me change the music real quick because we need something with a little bit more fight. This'll work.
Fight for your life.
Well, you're fighting, a white and a pair of undead soldiers.
Okay. Tel's going first, obviously. Who's going next?
Well, the undead.
Kayla has a 14. For players,
It's 14 and
correctly.
9.
23, 14, 9.
Unless you roll. Okay, so yeah, the undead will go last because the highest roll was a 9.
Okay.
Okay.
Among the rolls, the highest roll was a 9.
Good job, undead.
Yeah, I rolled poorly.
Good for us.
All right. So yeah, If I recall, who was it that went to go and investigate the trash?
Me.
Okay,
Actually, wait.
we're closest.
Ella was nearby, but Akira did poke it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I
it was
was
Akira
the one that
who
poked
the
it.
trash. So you're gonna be right next to them.
Awesome.
I'm just kind of trying to think of where everyone else is. I think the rest of you who is at the door, you guys will be 20 feet away.
So
Near the
Kira
door.
is 20 feet away. And Core would be a little further back than that because he was trying to hang back to make sure that they weren't caught looking around. Maybe he's like 30 back?
Yeah. Alright. We'll do that. Okay.
And Phaser went to get a drink. I haven't seen her since.
Seiza stepped out. We'll just say Seiza stepped out.
He finished
Getting
off the
that.
bottle that they gave us and was like, gotta find another. Peace.
BRB. Time to investigate. Starts like looking at the bottles back out in the dance floor. Alright, let me post
Wait,
this.
what? I suppose I hear a commotion down the hall.
Something like that.
Yeah. Right, sir. Who was top of initiative again?
Core.
Go ahead, Core.
So I suppose I hear a commotion at the end of the hall, so I will go up. I am 10 feet away from Akira, so I'll move up 10 feet first and peek out the door, see what she's looking at.
There be some bullshit here.
There'd be some bullshit. Yeah, Core will look out and be surprised to see skeletons, creepy monsters. I'll just look at
I
Akira.
usually don't
and-
see undead going in alleyway.
Yeah, that's not usual. He'll just look at Akira and sigh. He's gonna pull his little hand fan out from his jacket, and he's gonna point it towards the undead, and I'm gonna use Turn Undead.
Oh, alright.
Divinity. Every undead creature within 30 feet must make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
We'll start with the soldiers first. One failed catastrophically, one passed, and then the white will go. And the white also fails.
Nice. So for 1 minute, they must spend their turn trying to move as far away from me as possible, and they can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. It's a little awkward. So they're just stuck. They can't go anywhere. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from effect that prevents it from moving. It can't attack. But this is only until they take damage, so let's focus down the one that didn't take damage. and
Well,
leave
none
the
of them
other
have
two.
taken damage yet, so
Yeah, but what I mean, focus down the one that saved, right? And leave the other
Yeah.
two to do nothing for a whole
alright.
minute.
And that was one of the undead warriors, yeah.
So yeah, there's one undead warrior that didn't get affected, and then the white and the other undead warrior are affected.
One that isn't running.
Yeah.
Oh, so these aren't skeletons, they're undead.
Yeah. I had to specify because these aren't like, you know, chumpy skeletons. These are tough like, well, it just, I mean, going off of a much more fortified and much more powerful undead, but they're for brevity's sake, they're undead skeleton-esque. They look like they've been dead for a little while.
Yeah, Cora will just sort of look at them and point to the one that saved. Miss Akira, if you could take care of that one, I would be much appreciated.
With pleasure.
All right.
And I don't really think I have much I can do with my bonus action because I don't want to burn the spell slots right now. So yeah, I will just sort of keep back in behind, like, because I'm at the door, I will just sort of go back inside the door.
We'll just duck
Like,
out
I don't
behind
wanna-
the door.
Core just like peeks out, does this thing, dips back behind the door like, I don't want to even look at those things. They're kind of disgusting.
Ugh.
Fair.
Keep looking undead.
I'm not paid enough for this.
So you
The
kind of are.
dead walk.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right,
Kayla.
go ahead.
Well, I'm going to make my attack at the one that is not running then.
Go ahead and swing.
So wang.
First and then. Now for now, let's do this.
Grix is also present, by the way, and he said he will try and help.
No, buddy, it's
Gross.
okay. We got this.
He got his little
We
pop
got
gun.
this little dude.
I'm gonna just say that 10 doesn't hit.
No.
Okay. Gunblade. Exact same.
Oh
right?
my
Okay.
god.
Good.
Good stuff.
Well, that's my turn.
Wait, I just noticed Knuffles' name.
Oh, I changed
Oh,
that like 2
no.
weeks ago.
I know, I
Knuffles.
didn't notice. Because I don't use Knuffles, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's everything I can do. So that's action
Alright.
and bonus action.
Akira?
You do nothing.
I would like to rage.
You are rage.
I am rage. And I guess they'll do the claws for this one.
All right.
Well, do I want to do claws or do I want to? We need more damage, so I think the claws will be better. Yeah, let's do claws. All right,
Claws.
claws out.
Okay.
I get the
Claws
extra
do
attack.
more-
Yeah. Because the other two I have do more damage, but I get extra attack on the claws. So, you know,
It kind of evens out.
yeah. One doesn't even out because one is a D8 and the other is basically 2D6 if it hits. And I would like to take the 2D6 over 1D8.
That's fair.
That is more
Plus,
damage
I
per
get my
die.
rage ban. Plus, I get my rage bonus per attack. So, you know, yeah. Rage. But yeah,
Right.
I claw at the undead warrior with reckless attack.
That
You
gives
know,
advantage.
gotta go recklessly.
Yep.
All right. That is a 26.
That is gonna hit.
All right. Let's see if the other one hits. That is a dirty 20.
That will also hit.
Hooray! A 2d6 plus.
Is
oh, yeah.
what type of damage is this?
This
It
is
does-
slashing.
okay, because it does have resistances, so I do need to
Yeah.
split
Yeah,
those.
this one is slashing.
Your claws count as magical weapons?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I need one more. I will put plus 17. That is not my damage. 21 slashing.
Okay.
Soon they will be considered magical.
Well, level 5 is a big level for most people, so.
Yeah.
All right. So as you strike the undead, you notice that these guys are definitely their husk of a body is a lot tougher than you'd expect from just dead.
Yeah.
And they definitely do not give so easily as you kind of dig your claws and strike at them.
Should have
Checks out.
should have bitten them. No, I'm kidding. That would be worse.
But yeah, your
That's
slashing damage is resisted.
All right. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Then it goes to the undead.
Yep.
Let's see. So they're kind of stuck in the corner with you guys. So they can't
and
really.
I am front and center.
Yeah. So they can't really run, but they can. I won't say that that's gonna force them to attack. So
They can't
instead,
attack.
yeah, they can't attack.
Even if they can't run, they can only try to escape from an effect that stops them from moving, or just do nothing. I
So
think is basically it. If they can't dash away from me, which they can't because they're trapped, they just do nothing.
Okay. So they will do nothing. However, the one soldier who can act will fight back Akira.
Yay! He has advantage.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. It's gonna make one normal attack. Where is its strike? Okay, what's your AC?
He is 17. I don't know why I
Okay.
think 16.
It lands a hit, and it deals.
Oh no.
Oop, wrong die. There we go.
Oh no, not the wrong die.
It does. It does a measly 3 slashing damage with it.
Wait,
Oh,
does that mean
so-
it only deals 1?
Yep. However, it'll swing one more time
Go for it.
with a bare hand as it kind of gives off a dark glow from his palm as he swipes at you, and this one will hit, and you will make a Constitution saving throw.
I think I get advantage on. Oh, it's not con.
No, that's
But
great.
I do. Yeah, I do have proficiency in that, so at least it's that. A 24.
Okay, you pass. However, you do take 4 necrotic damage from its swipe,
Oh no.
but you don't get hit. You don't get slapped with the other really nasty effect it got. But yeah, that'll be its turn. The other two sit there and kind of cower in fear,
They
as
vibe.
the dead do.
And the dead do, yeah, they vibe.
I like to think that they start
Vibe in
doing
fear.
they start doing the thriller while waiting in place to get smacked.
Core.
Yeah,
Alright,
Cora
back
will
up top.
peek out from inside the door. Everyone doing all right? Everyone thinks it's going okay? Oh, Akira, you didn't kill that one yet. It's taking so long. I'll use Sacred Flame.
Excuse you.
I'll use Sacred Flame on the one that they've been attacking. I need a
Okay.
dex save. 15.
Deck save. That might be a pass. Let me see. Ooh, yeah, that is a pass. These guys are actually kind of
Okay,
agile, weirdly enough.
No damage.
Yeah.
No effect.
Yeah,
I-
Akira just
You wait,
looks at
15,
Yeah,
1
it
5,
really-
yeah?
1-5, yeah.
Okay, it's music kind of makes it a little hard to hear sometimes from my end. Gotta tone it down a bit.
Yeah, 1-5.
No, it is 50.
Yeah, 5-0.
5-0.
No, I thought I heard 16 for a second. I was like, wait, it's not 16, is it?
No, no.
Okay.
I have the max save DC I can possibly have at level 4
All right.
without magical items. Just 1-5.
It manages
So, yeah.
manages to just barely stumble out of the flame.
Oh, it looks like Core just peeks out to complain and then ducks back.
Yeah. She just looks
Wow.
Really, bro?
at you. Like, really?
This undead's kind of tough. All right, Taylor.
to run behind this thing.
Oh, Grix never took his
For
turn
sure.
either.
He's okay.
When's Lugs going?
He goes at the end.
Okay, so Lugs goes after the end.
Yeah.
He's still getting his shit together.
Yeah. We'll just say he's fumbling for his pistol.
Oh shit!
He's like, oh I'm dead, just trying to like get his pistol, and he like pulls out his bullets, and they all fumble on the ground. He's like, oh god damn it! So
Or
that's
just looking at
basically.
him like, oh man, performance issues. It happens to a lot of men your age.
It's just like, just absolutely
Wow.
freaking out.
You don't need to cast vicious mockery on him too, you know.
Damn.
Oh,
Just-
should I multi-class?
Should I
Oh.
multi-class?
Damn.
Anywho, yeah. As said, I will move around to the back of this thing so I can flank.
Alrighty. Also, hello, Shadow. Ugh. Okay, go ahead and do your thing.
I roll something other than a 10. Jesus, that's a third 10. 22 for the first one.
22 hits. And I gotta split hairs about the damage type because this particular undead is very finicky about it.
I only do physical. It's
Okay.
just slashing.
Alright.
8.
8.
Oh well, I do have my offhand still, so.
So he will resist some of the hit.
God. The sad rolls of the rogue.
Yeah. The crit
I mean-
is also going to be sad because it's just my offhand.
I mean, if this ends up being another case of animated armor, you know I have my rule,
So,
But
I
I'm-
don't think it will.
but I think you guys don't need it. But
no, I think we're okay.
yeah. But yeah.
If it wasn't for core, this could be a different situation.
Yeah, I think if
4.
8 and a 4. Okay.
12 total.
Okay. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
This might take a while, so I'm gonna keep track of rounds because turn on
I am
dead only
keeping
lasts
track.
for 1 minute. So
That minute may come to pass.
yeah,
Yep, I'm also keeping track.
it's been 1 full round. Got 9 left.
Yep.
Accurate.
I'm going. Time to slash. That's all I do. That's a 21,
21 hits.
21, and a 25.
25 also
Okay.
hits.
And then it's a 20.
20
And
in the.
20 slashing.
Is that from one hit or both?
That's for both.
And it's all gonna end up being the same anyways. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
And this time I have my bonus action, so I can just make an unarmed strike. Why not?
Smack.
Sure.
Oh, a crit.
What do we say it was? It was just strength.
Unarmed strike is your
Strength plus 1.
1. Yeah, 1 plus your strength modifier.
Plus you're
Does
raging.
that mean it just doubles? Yeah.
Plus
I
your
add that
raging,
too. Do I double it on a crit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an attack. If you, I think, as long as you roll to hit something, if you crit, you get to double the damage. Even unarmed.
Okay, so it should be 14 bludgeoning then. No, wait. 16. That was
16?
plus
But
1.
then have.
And then resisted. So.
Yeah.
Technically, you get to do your full damage.
Hooray!
Damage! I knew you could do it.
He's pummeled, but
That's
still pretty strong. Still going strong.
Yep. That's it.
Um,
That's all I got.
The other two undead resume cowering and dancing while the one warrior decides to once again strike at you. Let's see here, and it's got advantage. So first one,
Mhm.
your AC you said was 16.
17.
17, he misses. And then he attacks with Zahando.
Hando.
And he still misses.
Rip.
As you see his the dark energy once again like lights up from his hand, and you sort of sidestep it this time. Okay, and that's the undead's turn.
Now back to core.
No, Lugs, don't forget our friend.
Oh, right, Lugs.
Right.
I'll
Lugs!
put Lugs down here.
Okay, Lugs will
Lugs.
attempt to fire his gun. Now, here's the thing with Lugs' gun that I never got around to explaining.
Uh-oh.
It's a particular little pistol that kind of comes with something that with some rule sets that I've been messing around with. This is DM information. Basically, the way that Lux's pistol will work is it's an all or nothing, as in he has to crit, but if he crits, he does maximum damage with it. But if he doesn't crit, he misses. So,
Oh.
yeah, so
How
that's
long did it
yeah. He'll hit accurately, but he has to crit in order for it to count.
Alright.
So-
Go ahead, Lugs. Do your best.
So he needs a crit. Oh, close, but no. No crit.
Barely misses.
Still
He
misses.
he readies his gun, and you hear the hammer like click right behind the pistol, but no boom, no bang. And he quickly fumbles the bullet out and swaps it in for another one, as it's a single shot.
Oh dear.
Oh, now it is Core's turn.
Yeah, now it's Core's turn.
Back up top.
He's gonna lean out. Everybody's still standing? Wow, I mean everyone really is still standing. And I mean everyone.
Well, actually, technically, it
Okay.
wouldn't do that because it's the bullet, not the gun doing it. But I mean, still the same descriptor. The hammer falls on it, and rather than no bang, you hear just a fizzle from the barrel, and a little bit of smoke, but nothing happens. And then he just kind of ejects it and sticks another one, and the front of the round is just kind of like fizzled out.
Core doesn't know anything about firearms, so he's like, is that normal? Maybe.
Special ammunition. It's
Yeah.
very temperamental.
Core will peek out. See that everyone, even the enemies, still standing.
Yep.
I'll try Save Your Flame again on the warrior that we've been focusing. So I'll need another dexterity saving throw.
DC 15.
Still DC 15.
He's right rolling these checks.
Oh my god.
I rolled an 18.
I can't do anything.
He's like,
At
no.
least I'm dealing damage, Core.
Oh my god, do I have to burn real spell slots? Okay, I'm gonna peek back inside. I'm like, I think you guys got this covered. Goes back inside.
Oh, Taylor.
You're still hacking away at this dang thing. Already, damn it. How you getting?
Die again.
23 is a better roll.
23.
Your damage you better roll though.
It can't be much worse. Miss last words. Oh, it's better.
Yay.
They could have
I
easily
have
been
matched
much
the amount
worse.
of damage. Matched the amount of damage I did last turn.
Well.
Still have my offhand.
Damage is damage.
You know what? I'll actually shoot it now. I haven't actually shot my pistol yet, and well, it does more damage. So I'm shooting, and just in case, it's been a hot minute. I did take a feat that lets me shoot. Essentially, I can shoot into melee without penalty. So
Oh, nice.
we'll get advantage. It
Do
11
it.
and 16. 16.
16 to hit. It does not.
God damn it.
As the round just like barely wings the rather tough would almost call it a hide at this point with how tough the skin is on that undead.
Well,
Pepperoni, pepperoni.
well, guess what I'm gonna do, boss?
What are you doing, boss?
Attacking.
Do it.
Um, you know that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. So
Who hits?
24 and 25.
Both hit.
Right. And then 19. I'm just going down little by little in the damage, and that's okay. And then the unarmed strike, which is a 26. And I don't have to roll for that, so it'll just be 8.
8 8 in damage. Okay.
Yeah, so 8 bludgeoning and 19 slashing.
Okay. That is just enough to bring down the first warrior.
Yeah,
Pog.
we did it.
And now it's just the other
So-
warrior in the white.
Who do you guys want to focus on next?
I'm kind of curious on what the white does.
That's true.
Because Kira's like, I never fought a white, and this was kind of bland.
God damn it.
Yeah, I looked into these guys before. They used to be so much worse.
We're only level 4, so.
I mean, like worse as in like a bigger pain in the ass to fight. They're pretty tame in 5e.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They are nasty.
At least it's not a banshee. That's the
Yeah.
only undead that Kira would technically be worried about.
Well,
The dead
Lug-
are fun.
Lug,
Lug-
take your
Well,
shoot your
it's
shot.
the un. Oh yeah, because the undead can't do anything. So Lug's gonna try again.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
nervously loads another round into his pistol and attempts
Which one
to
does he shoot at?
let's see.
Well, Kira wants to go for the white, so.
Then he'll target
Well, I
the
mean,
white.
But
If he hits, if he can hit.
Yep.
He'll attempt to shoot the white.
Right.
Oh, so close. It like landed on, it like bounced on the 20 and then it like rolled one over. It's an 8. He missed.
Oh,
The bullet
Okay.
fizzles in the chamber and he ejects it.
I'm sure that happens a lot.
He just kind of looks at it like sadly, like, oh man.
That's too
But yeah,
bad,
it
buddy.
is Core's turn.
Yep.
What, round
Yeah.
4?
Yeah, Core will. This is the top of the round. Yeah, well, technically, yeah.
Yeah, we're at the start of round 4.
But it means that Sacred, after this turn, Turn Undead still has 7 more rounds? The last 10 rounds?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I think I'm doing that math right. Oh yeah, Core will peek out. What's the plan now? Akira, what does your heart tell you?
I want to see what that other guy does.
I want to see what this freak do.
I want to see what this do.
Okay. I don't... You know what? I'll try one more time, and if this thing has good dex, then I'll try something else next round. I'll try Sacred Flame on the white.
Okay. He will make his save. Where'd the die go? Ah, he failed.
Ah, good. 4 radiant damage.
How much?
4.
4?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4
Okay.
radiant damage.
He takes the 4 radiant damage and suddenly snaps out of his hysteria.
I'll just look at that and go, okay, you guys take care of it, and then I'm dip back behind the door.
And it's Taylor.
I think I'm just gonna shoot at it, to be honest.
Go ahead and fire.
I will use steadying and just shoot it.
Okay.
I have advantage, is what that means. I can't move.
Alright.
Oh. 16.
16 will hit the white.
Good.
Yeah.
What's my pistol doing? 12 damage.
And it will, of course, also resist it.
I have consistently done 12 damage on my turns.
Hey, the power of consistency is a very great thing.
That's weird. Weird.
Weird. Well, speaking of weird, time to see what happens when I slash at this white.
Luck.
Think 22
That'll hit.
and a 17.
That will also hit.
Hooray! And that is 23 slashing.
23 slashing. Okay.
Yeah. And then I
Uh,
punch.
oh.
For another nat 20. So that's
Jesus.
16 bludgeoning.
So 16. Can I get that in total?
That is 39 slashing and bludgeoning.
Okay.
If it doesn't cure. I'm
It does
assuming it doesn't.
resist. Yeah, it does resist.
I'm assuming it doesn't matter whether it's bludgeoning or slashing, so
Yeah, it resists.
that would
it resists the both of them.
yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah,
these
that
guys
is
are
30.
physical resistant.
Yeah, 39. That's my final answer.
39. Dang, that's a hell of a hit, bro.
Yeah.
Well, it was like 3 hits, but yeah.
A
Yeah,
hell of
that's
an
like 3
attack sequence.
Yeah.
Even
guess
as
her
even as the
damage-
dead,
yeah,
he
that's why I'm
felt
here.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, that. Yeah. But my damage will fall off late, though. That's the only thing about this class.
True.
Maybe a
and-
little bit. You're still gonna be a barbarian.
So
Fair.
you're gonna fall off, and Taylor's gonna go up. You're gonna trade spots.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Well,
but
the white
even
will
if-
attack, and because you made reckless attacks, you will
Yep.
get advantage on you, Kira,
Me.
and he could do 2 of these.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's still
so
17.
make a con saving throw
All right.
as he hits you, and you take.
17.
Okay. So you're not affected by the penalty. However, you will take 7 necrotic damage,
All right.
and then he crits with it. Make another
No,
save.
He doesn't.
Oh.
He does not crit. I'm
No
gonna
crit.
peek out, and I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs. I will force the creature to re-roll and take the lower number.
Okay.
Yay.
That was great. He rolled a 20 and a 1 for that advantage roll. So is it just a reroll
Aha.
on that crit?
Yeah, so basically, I have distracted him enough that he has to re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
Okay. You
And
turn
then-
that crit into a miss.
Nice. And now I can channel that power to give someone advantage. I will give it to
Give it to Kayla.
myself.
Or you, yeah.
I'm gonna give it to myself. I will give myself advantage on the next attack, ability, or saving throw.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Taking flanks, so it's not.
So I will give myself advantage. So he missed, and I will take that opportunity to get advantage.
Sick. Alright. Well, with that,
Alright, Lugs.
Lugs will attempt to take a shot and shoot at the white. Oh! It's literally taunting that crit, man.
Oh no.
It's just like, oh, and then it's like, nope.
Oh, and
It wants to crit. He's like, as he like ejects another bullet, and he's like, blast, discount my ass. These bullets suck.
Maybe you need to find a better distributor.
I was like, the guy's good, but he said that these will rip away anything when they go off.
Hmm.
Ripping away his rifling, it seems like.
Well, it doesn't burn out the barrel. It's just the bullet itself is just fizzling, basically. And so like the bullet is just it's broken, but it doesn't damage the gun. But
The bullet's coming out in chunks.
no, the bullet's not coming out at all. It's just like it
Oh,
dissipates basically and just it has an empty shell.
Magic weapons are weird.
It's a special bullet.
special disappearing bullet.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Invisible bullet?
Yeah. But in any case, yeah, he's spending these rounds and so far has no damage on the board. But in any case, it's back up top.
Turn. He will lean further out from where he's peeking, and I will cast Guiding Bolt with advantage on the white.
All right,
that's gonna hurt.
Pull this out.
bolt him.
It's either a 17 or a 16, so a 17.
17 will hit.
Nice! Roll damage. Juicy Guiding Bolt damage. 16 radiant damage.
Ooh, that is a hit.
I didn't need to do that again.
And that's actually going to be just enough to kill him. It's just right to the number.
Oh damn, we don't get to take advantage of the Guiding Bolt thing, but that's fine.
You did the exact amount of damage you needed to kill him.
Nice! Oh my god. Core's first kill? No, I think that happened already.
But yeah, you've got one undead warrior left.
Yep. And it's Kayla's turn.
I suppose I'll shoot at that one too.
The warrior cowers before
So,
you.
Same thing as before. Forfeit my movement to gain advantage on the attack. E3. To hit, 23 to hit.
Okay. 23 hits.
13 damage.
13. Okay. Well, he'll snap out of his hysterics, and he does resist it, just like the first one. And the white.
Yeah. As expected.
Man, this fight would have gone a lot messier if you didn't have that turn undead go off.
Yeah.
Cleric.
Gotta love him.
In any case, yeah. Alright. Anything else?
Anything else?
I guess it didn't go through. No,
Okay.
Alright.
that's my turn.
Alright. Oh,
Kira, there is an undead.
that's a 22. And a 26. You know what? Fuck it. Do the other one too. Why not? And then a 22. I'm just gonna add everything together. So that's 14 for that plus the 8. So 26, just adding all 3 attacks.
And that's total 26 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Figure it's just easier at this point. It resists everything anyway, so.
Sick. Alrighty.
Right.
And the undead, once again, is stuck with you guys. Actually, Taylor, you're in melee combat as well?
No, I'm shooting.
Okay. So yeah. Stuck with fighting,
It's me.
Yep.
Hi.
With Akira. Alright.
I'm the problem, it's me.
One weapon swing first. And he will crit.
Alright.
Should I do it? Do I need to do it again, or are you good?
I'm good.
Because I can only use that for free once a day. Technically, I can burn spell slots if we need it, but I feel like you're gonna be okay.
You know what? For that crit, I will use my Vengeful Assault and attack him back.
Okay. Is that
Why not?
before, during, or after my damage resolution, or?
I think you have to deal damage first. So yeah, go ahead and do your
Okay.
damage first.
Let me do my damage real
Yeah.
quick, and then you'll get the thing, and then I'll get my next attack off.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be a whopping, that's a whopping 8 slashing.
Alright, I reduce this to 4. And then I will smack. That is a 25. So that's gonna be 12 slashing.
12 slashing?
Yep.
Oh my god, you did more damage.
Yep. And then his second attack.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it just, like, whenever I roll these dice, they want to go for the crits. Whenever Grix shoots, it's like, nah.
Nah.
But, it's gonna be a hit and a con save.
Alright. Con save is gonna be a 21.
21, you pass, but you do take 8 necrotic damage.
Oh no.
Let me double check, make sure that number's right.
How are you doing? Is that necrotic damage? You do not have that, right?
Yep, I am
Yeah,
not
it's
having
necrotic.
it. Yep. I'm not even half.
Okay.
I don't even think I lost a third of my health yet.
Oh right, you have a ton of hit points, even for
I
level
do.
4.
Yep. I do. So, yeah. Maybe I'm just at a third, but yeah, I'm definitely not even half.
Well,
Nice.
with that, it's Grix's attempt to shoot.
Shoot.
And he's gonna kind of try and copy off of what Taylor did, and kind of steady himself for a shot. So now he'll have advantage. Can we get that crit? Go Grix!
Can you get that crit?
No, no
Ah,
crit.
No.
And
It's okay, buddy.
he'll load another one of these rounds. And he's just like, this is the last time I use these damn rounds.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever considered maybe just using a knife?
I was like, I don't want to get that close.
Why not both?
I mean, you could throw it.
Why not both?
But yeah, that's Grix's turn. So back up top.
It's
Okay,
4.
mark another one down.
Yep, you should be at top of round 6.
We got 5 rounds. Well, actually, it's done now.
Yeah,
We
because
don't even
everyone
have
else
to
is
count
dead.
anymore. Yeah, everything. It's
Yeah,
done.
so we
No
don't
one
even
has
have to.
worry. Yeah, I'm just gonna peek out. Everything looks okay. No one's dead. I mean, none of my friends are dead, at least. I'll just use Sacred Flame. Dex save.
Dex. Uh, every time, man. I just
Oh my
roll
god, I
above.
can never, almost never land this. That's okay. Peek back in and
Huh.
just look at Lugs like, you and me, huh? We're really struggling.
He's just kind of the small goblin is just kind of like nervously like looks at his pistol and kind of tries to smile, but then he looks at the undead and he's like, yeah.
Well, it's funny because Core did murder one of them, but it does sort of look like he's not doing anything because when I imagine that when the cantrip fails, it doesn't really seem like anything happened. So it kind of just looks like Core's looking in and out and just like,
Mm.
rough day, huh?
Yep. He's just spooked by this undead. But yep, Taylor.
Am I able to get into a flanking position behind it? But on the other side of it from Akira.
No. You'll have to wait for Akira to move to its side. I'll say this one was like definitely back against the wall.
Yeah, because I assumed they backed up as far as they could and then they couldn't go further, so they stopped.
Yeah, because they're basically just locked into this alleyway and they kind of push themselves into a corner because, well, they had to avoid core.
Yeah.
So you won't be able
just
to
move
get
into
behind
melee.
it. Okay.
We'll move into melee. Don't worry about the flanking right now. I also just realized that I forgot to do my sneak attack on the previous attacks. So that's
Oops.
cool. 23.
23 hits.
18 damage. And I'm gonna shoot.
How much damage? 14? Okay. 22 will hit.
18 for the sword, and then the pistol will be... So 25 total.
25 in total. Okay. Hanging in there.
Okay, that's my turn.
Not for long.
Alright, Akira. See if you can kill it. I'm sure you can.
Alright. Yeah, that'll hit. The 18. 2 18s and fuck math. Does the 18 hit?
18 will hit.
Okay, so the other one will hit. Alright, 2d6 plus 15 plus 8. 26 again.
And that's all in all?
Yeah.
I think that'll be enough to kill it. Yeah, that's enough to kill it. Wait. Yeah.
Oh, we did it.
You
We
did it.
We did it.
We did it.
You've defeated these, the scraps of undead. And, with that, Grix once again is just kind of fumbling with his, with his, rounds, and then he gets ready to shoot off another one when he notices that the last of them fall down to the ground. And,
Yeah, I'll come into the alley from the door. Ah, well done. But the question is, what were these doing here?
Just taking a look around.
Yeah.
yep. Well, there's the alley, and there's the scraps, or the huge piles of trash. One would not expect, undead to be here.
Can I poke around on the bodies to see if there's anything I might get some insight as to what or who these things used to be?
Yeah, make a perception check.
I'll lean over your shoulder and dust off some of the gore and cast guidance.
As this is happening, I'm gonna be a hobo and fucking dumpster dive the trash can or the trashes, the trashes, trash. Yes,
The
Trash.
trashe.
the trash, a trashe.
Garbaggio.
The gar-
You need to be
Oh
faithful
god.
about this.
Akira's dying. The
Oh
trash is too
god.
toxic.
Oh god.
We're losing her.
You go in and you instantly take like 100 poison damage. That foul.
17 on my perception check, though.
I would not survive 100
nice.
poison damage right now.
Nope.
Ooh.
So Taylor, you're pretty good at searching through as
I could almost survive 100.
almost.
To resistance.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because there's no well, isn't poison damage just acid damage?
No,
Is that different?
Poison is-
and acid are two different things.
Yeah.
They are different
either way,
sources.
I am not resistant to either.
Isn't it fire you're resistant to, or
Nope, I am not resistant to any.
you don't have any chromatic
Anything.
resistances? Huh.
Nope, because I
Oh,
gave
it's-
it up for my particular Dragonborn.
Right. You have a
Or-
different
or dragon.
different type.
Mhm.
Cool.
You got a tail.
I got a tail.
Yes. So as you're poking through and kind of giving a fairly thorough search, you're able to kind of actually get a better idea of who these individuals, well, were, despite their necromantic
Current state.
malfeatures, I suppose, even though that's a made-up word. But they've been transformed essentially. But they're rather humanoid. Their former humanoid remains still kind of give them something. And on their persons, you're actually still able to find some bits of who they were. The White himself is actually still has his own. I wouldn't really say a wallet, but like a little like. He has some of his personal belongings on him, and from what you've seen, there's little bits and traces that would kind of like denote a notepad of like potential names and business cards. One of the notepads says is his little note thing that says is regarding some formalities of like scheduling time, which was which appears to be meetup hours at the club, in fact. So whoever this guy was, this guy was meant to meet with Ranus, the drow who runs this place. And despite the tattered looks and the twisted appearance of his apparel, it appears to be that this guy looked like at some point he might have actually been wearing, almost like a business attire, something more formal. And Grix, who nervously, but still, like, kind of sucks in his fears a bit and approaches, kind of looks over your shoulder and helps to confirm with you that this guy is probably one of the investors.
Oh.
So one of the missing people that your boss was looking for.
Yep. As for the other two individuals, there's not really much that can be kind of like denoted from them, like nothing to really like get an ID on them. But it appears to be that they were like maybe a bodyguard of some sort, just based on just the equipment they had and how they were dressed, which was like more like uniforms than anything. So they look like they might have been like mercenaries at some point, or some kind of like like an actual warrior. But Grix kind of comes to the conclusions like, okay, these guys were probably this investor's like personal entourage, or his personal bodyguard.
Well, unfortunately, it seems like they didn't do a very good job.
Yeah, all three of them got turned into this. Whatever the hell
yeah,
this is.
Someone did this. This doesn't just happen.
Yep.
Akira!
Akira's still dumpster diving. Give her a minute.
I know. I'll give it a minute.
Is there
Maybe we
anything
can
else?
Find something useful in there. I'll look around to see if there's any sign. I mean, they probably didn't do it here, but any signs of like rituals or something.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Going to be a cleric without proficiency in perception. 16.
16? That is enough. You kind of spot like scraps and stuff around in the alleyway. But you're not too sure whether it's like ritual material or trash.
Hmm. Yeah, Core is not really the type of cleric who has a lot of like expertise on undead. It's not really his specialty, so he can only try to kind of guess.
No knowledge regarding. I don't suppose anyone's got a religion check as a skill, is there? Or, no knowledge religion, is there in this game? Oh, welcome back,
Well,
Akira.
I know I'm a cleric, but I'm not a cleric with religion.
Dang.
It's okay. Most of the
Proficiency in
clerics I know
religion?
are not proficient in religion.
It's because it's an int check, and int is a dump stat for most clerics.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, circumstantially, I would give an advantage for this, so if you'd like to
I
make
mean,
a
I'll
religion
roll it.
check.
My intelligence isn't 0, so I'll roll it. We'll see.
You could still roll even if it was a -5.
Come on,
True.
Melora. Okay, advantage. Oh, well, with advantage, I got a 4 and a 6. This is not Core's specialty. They didn't teach him this at the temple.
Well, definitely, this definitely has you stumped a bit. You're not really sure to whether to, like, make heads or tails of whether it was some sort of ritual or anything that was done to really, you know, raise the dead. But, I think the thing that kind of has you tripped up is, you know, someone who goes around and raises the dead doesn't exactly discard them in the trash.
Yeah, that is curious. I think he can at the very least logic that out. Like, you put in a lot of effort to make these kind of creatures. Why are they just hanging out here in the garbage?
I'm assuming I find nothing in the trash.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
don't care.
I suppose it's possible that it was accidental, whatever turned them. But to be honest, I can tell you about like every type of tree that grows on this continent. I cannot tell you shit about undead. They didn't cover that in temple school.
Oof.
I don't think I've ever seen
I,
undead before, so
This is my first time.
Yep.
Oh, it's a first for all of us then.
Even Grix is just like, I've heard of these things, but never seen one of these up close.
Damn. Too bad Sage is missing this, because then we could all share this experience together.
Nothing bonds a group like trauma.
I'm assuming there's nothing else in the trash.
Did you make your perception?
Oh, okay.
Make a
What's
perception.
my perception? A 5.
A 5.
Okay, wouldn't it be more investigating? But it's alright. It's the same damn roll, so
Oh, is it?
No, it's not.
yeah. For me,
Oh, okay.
Oh, for you, it's
for me it is.
small.
So
Okay.
it will make no difference.
Roll that with advantage, since I'm assuming that you're not just like poking around. You're actually like freaking diving in the
I'm trying to
trash.
find. I'm trying to find anything that looks. No, absolutely. I find nothing. I just smell again.
You stink. You found the origin of smell, though.
I found something good for my rat to eat.
Yes.
Oh god, now
Um,
she reeks.
yeah, sadly, you mostly just scattered the trash about. However, I'll kind of combine this, given you're both of your concerted efforts of looking around. Um, among the discarded piles of trash that you scattered about, Akira, Core, you do catch notice of um, what appears to be kind of like discarded reagents, like used up bits of like what could have been like, hey, someone was casting spells back here, you know, or maybe not back here, but someone was casting spells here, and like they threw all their crap away in here.
Oh, spell component.
Yep.
I
Oh yeah,
too
I
have a
wouldn't know
bag
anything
of.
about that, so I just assume it's trash.
Yeah, I'll go poke at it. I'll use my dagger though. I'm not gonna touch it with my hands. That's disgusting. Akira. Disgusting.
She does not care, and she will need a bath later.
Yeah, maybe now. Yeah, so I'll take out my dagger and
There's a
sort of
bath
like
available.
poke at the components. See what we
Uh,
got
Be real
here.
quick.
So you do poke around. I guess this would be some kind of knowledge check.
There's no knowledge.
There's no such thing.
I'm just trying to think of like what would be the best way to interpret what you're doing. To
Arcana?
kinda help. Yeah, Arcana. Like an Arcana check. When I say knowledge, is like I think it's like an int check, some kind of int check.
Ah, natural 18.
Hey, hey!
30, 20.
You might not know much about about the dead and how they're made, but you do know spell components when you see it, and a lot of the ingredients that you're kind of, well, they're mostly like there's not enough to make a significant amount of a spell, but it's like it's kind of like the crumbs of what was used, and the with your equation to it is that there was some kind of spell used here, not so much in um, the spell of creating an undead, but certainly something in assisting an undead spell. Or at least something in
Okay, so they didn't.
necromantic in
Yeah.
nature.
Okay, so it wasn't like they straight up made an undead here, but something that helped that along a little bit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So this definitely aided them in their pursuit.
Hmm.
And as you guys kind of discover more and more things, you see Lugs in the sort of like
I am back.
hastily writing everything down as he collects. He's like, okay, good. We've got one of the investors here and some of his guards. Something strong must have taken them down. I mean, you know, these bodyguards look they seem pretty powerful, right?
Akira just shrugs.
I mean, hard to say, right? Difficult to say. What they were like before they became undead.
Hmm.
They were that they didn't exactly go down like chumps, so sure.
There's definitely some strong spells cast here.
Interesting.
Necromancy of some sort, I would guess.
He does write that down as well, and
Looks at the undead. Yeah, I would presume that as well.
Yes, in my expert opinion, necromancy is the cause of this issue.
It was the undead who were made. Now where could they be?
Yes, thank you.
Although Grix still brings up the questions like, so it looks like the spell must have worked, but why would they just leave the undead back here? There's no reason for it to do so. And who would have done this?
Yeah,
I
I don't
suppose
think
that-
our friend Toshi probably did this. I don't fancy him being a skilled necromancer, but I suppose he might have some more tricks other than dance moves up his sleeve.
Maybe. Toshi doesn't really look like the kind of guy that can, you know, do much outside of dance floor, to be quite honest. You know, not saying that I could do much better, but you know, I'm just saying.
Well, people can surprise you after all. Did you know I'm a great swimmer? You probably wouldn't guess that by just looking at me.
Really? Huh. Wow. Well,
Actually, it's pretty obvious that he would be a great swimmer. He definitely has the look of someone who swims a lot.
no one would assume my amazing physique would be that of a swimmer. Just starts like flexing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. So,
Yeah,
Hartman would tell
exactly.
me. Do you think maybe we should talk to Toshi about this?
Probably. At the very least, let him know that he's got a bit of a problem.
Or perhaps had one.
Or have one.
On the lookout? I don't know.
I mean, undead kind of bad for business in general. So, unless you could train them, can you train them to dance? Is that a thing?
Well, I suppose if you're
Shrugs.
skilled enough in the magic,
Oh.
I can't see why not. I can't imagine they'd be very good at it, though.
Wait. I probably shouldn't go further with this conversation because I'm pretty sure back home they would highly disapprove. But though I have to admit, I'm a little curious.
Necromancy isn't exactly a forbidden practice around Brosnov, so it's not exactly like they, you know, did something illegal. You know, aside from having to kill these guys, that's probably the most illegal thing about what's gone on here so far.
I mean,
I
if you think about it,
suppose.
cannibalism is technically not illegal too.
No, Akira,
Not this again.
we're not having this conversation right now.
Not this again.
I'll bring it up every time when I can
Oh god.
because
little-
it's true.
It's a little unnatural, to be fair. A little unnatural. You know, there's an order of things. When you die, you return to the earth. You nourish our world with your remains.
Well, I mean, people die to get eaten sometimes.
That's true. I suppose Akira is right. It is the cycle of life. You die and you become food for Akira, and she shits you out and it feeds the plants.
I'm glad we got something.
Oh dear.
We got another step.
Not to
Oh,
continue
Lord.
this inane conversation, but technically, it's only cannibalism if she eats another dragonborn.
Yes, that's
True.
technically correct.
So,
Well, this has been a lovely bonding moment. And perhaps we ought to talk to Mr. Toshi about this zombie problem.
You can return back to your alcove and wait for Toshi, who's probably done resolving whatever issue he's resolving.
Yeah, I make Akira stand in the corner because she smells really bad.
And
need a hose.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had taken
create water.
Yeah.
No, I
Which
mean
is
I
like
have
she
that.
smells
No,
bad,
whatchamacallit?
but she looks perfectly
That really
fine because
hard
her
to
clothes.
pronounce stuff. The one that lets you just clean things, like poop.
Yeah, so she's clean.
Oh.
She just doesn't smell clean.
Prestidigitation. I don't have that.
Ah,
Her clothes are clean.
Your clothes
Clothes
are
are
clean.
clean.
The rest of you reeks.
Yep.
Every once in a while, I'm just gonna use Druidcraft to like do a puff of air in the other direction from Akira, so it's like blowing her scent away from us.
well, as you try to fend off the smells that Akira has gathered, Toshi does inevitably return. And you see him, his suit is a little scuffed up, and you see him kind of fix himself up a little bit, dust off some of the wear on his clothing, and he's like, ah, goddamn werewolves. Um, and he once again returns to you guys with the same level of enthusiasm, but maybe not with as much energy. As he comes back and he's like, ah, what's going on here? And he kind of catches a whiff of Akira and is like, I missed some kind of party or what? What I thought I was only gone for a couple minutes.
I don't
Hang on
mean to
one
alarm.
quick second.
I do mean to alarm you.
Don't mean to alarm you, he said, like a liar.
Like a liar. I do mean to alarm you.
Alright, who's taking Akira a bath?
It's gonna be me, Rumi, because we're not going to bed like this.
True.
You and I are gonna go out. You know what? We'll just go to the ocean and we're just gonna take a nice swim. I'd rather have you smell like salt water than whatever it is you smell like, day-old corn dogs or something.
Whatever the heck was in the trash.
Oh no, this is a Yakuza place. It was probably like 3-day-old sushi.
Oh.
Mm.
So I smell like rotten fish right now, is what you're saying.
Oh, we are by.
We are by the port, so. Oh,
I mean, this is a port city. There's probably a good deal of seafood in this place.
that's
in general.
true. Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
sure. I suppose even though Core is now he doesn't eat meat, he probably would still eat fish. He's a pescatarian because of Akira.
And then we run into like Sahagin and Akira eats them, being like, you know what? Never mind.
Actually, nah, I'm a vegetarian.
I'm just pure vegetarian now. And then when we get to Treants,
Oh, that's fine.
just eat
I mean,
the
You gonna
Treants.
eat wood?
You're gonna
There's
eat the
nothing in
treants?
wood.
Plus, like, I feel like watching you eat a treant wouldn't be as like gory and bloody as watching you eat a person, right? It's just
Fair.
like watching you eat wood. It's like, oh, that's kind
It's-
of mildly amusing. You're gonna get splinters.
It's the same. It'd be like if Akira just started gnawing on a table. Like,
It's like,
I mean, I
That's
guess you can do
weird.
that, but why though?
honestly, I kind of would love it if we could fight a treant because I can do something to treants. That's a plant creature. I can do something about that.
Very fair.
Hmm.
Alright, sorry about that. Family aggro.
No worries.
But,
That happens.
yeah.
We have decided that I smell like rotten fish.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That's probably what's out in the dumpster.
So yeah, so Toshi's just kind of looking at you guys like, the hell did I miss? Oh, no, not that one. There we go. I actually found an
to
alcove
alarm you,
picture.
but we were having a good time, you know, waiting for your return, getting a couple of drinks. In fact, our friend had to go off and get some more. And we heard some rustling back in the alley, and we're like, rats or something? Maybe we should go scare them off. Raccoons, you know. You don't really want to keep that kind of wildlife close by a business. It's kind of off-putting to the clients, you know. So we thought we'd do you a favor and shoo them away. And well, what we found instead were 2 walking skeletons and some kind of white creature. I think you might have a bit of a necromancy problem out back.
What? Show me. And
Of course. Yeah.
he rushes onto the back alley and he's just like, what the hell?
That's what we said.
Is absolutely just like baffled, like the fuck are these guys doing here?
I don't know, but they weren't much of a fight, honestly.
Oh, look, glad that's the case.
So,
Looks-
I think we perhaps ought to have a moment of honesty here. This fellow right here, and I'll point to the white. He was reported missing. This is,
Missing?
this is a upstanding gentleman, an investor of this fine establishment, and he was reported missing.
Oh, you wound up in the trash can as an undead, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys you ain't trying to blackmail me now on this, are you?
Oh no, we just want information about the missing person.
Well, here's all I can really tell you on this. He kind of looks over at the guy, and he does kind of does his own little personal investigation. He says, "All right, yeah, I remember seeing this guy. He was not a real cool dude. Kind of a tight ass, you know. The kind you'd never see at one of these places, but I guess he was interested in putting money into this joint. But I don't know what went on since I wasn't around for too much. I had to keep the night brood out. But I did see his mug coming in. Past that, well, I suppose the boys might have seen something.
I mean, if you'd like, I'm sure we could get to the bottom of this matter for you as quietly as possible.
Well,
You know, we are bonded eternally by the dance battle. I think we can do you this favor.
Kira's
Wow.
like, what dance battle? Wait, a dance battle happened?
Yeah, the dance battle. You saw it. Everyone saw it.
She was like, question mark?
Huh.
She was not paying attention.
So
Well, regardless of the matter, it's, well, this is something, obviously, that I have no involvement on. But, if you want to go around and poking your nose about it, and I'm sure the boys will be able to shed some more light on it. Can't say I got much else to say. I saw him, and then I didn't. Didn't think he'd wind up, whatever the hell you just found back here.
Of course. We'll speak to your boys about it.
Yep. Alright, they'll be up and around the club if you want to go ahead and ask them.
Of course.
And, yeah, with that, he lets you go. Well, he basically goes about it. He's like, well, I guess I better get back to work since you guys have work to do.
Yeah. We'll have to party again some other time.
In any case, and with that, he once again tries to dust off whatever, dirt from the fighting that he did. Puts on his shades once more, despite the fact that he is in a nightclub in the dark, and walks off.
Like
Lugs
cool guy.
does stop him, and he's like, just one more thing, Toshi. I know that you're kind of like running the place. Um, you're not the owner, are you? Um, you're just one of the guys running but you're not him. There's supposed to be another guy, right? And Toshi does stop, and he turns around and he looks at the goblin, and now he doesn't have a very friendly look on his face. He's like, yeah, well, the old owner, let's just say he's negotiating things, and well, I suppose him and some of the higher ups are working things out. I'm just keeping an eye on things for him. I'm sure he'll be back in a few. They don't really tell me much, but, you know. And with that, he kind of sternly walks away.
He didn't like that.
No, he did not. That's the only time Toshi's been actually unfriendly. Even when you did push him for questions, he's like, hey, you shouldn't be asking that. He was still, like, cool with it. It was like, oh.
I think you might have hit a bit of a sore spot there, Lugs.
Yeah, but, I mean, well, Hartman usually says, the people that, when they're up to something, it's just that, when they get like that, well, maybe not like that, but when they get like that, that's, they know something. And, they don't like when people start asking those kinds of questions.
I mean, yeah, I think you're right. I think he knows a little bit more about what's going on than what he wants to say, but if we push too hard, we might find ourselves in a bad place, so we ought to be careful.
The only thing I'm really more interested in is finding out if if the owner and the undead and the investors are involved.
Yeah, if there's a connection there, maybe. I'm sure there is, we're just not seeing all the pieces yet.
Well, Toshi said we could talk to his boys. Maybe we can get some information from them.
Yeah, I mean, we can
Maybe
at
one
least
way to
confirm
find out.
that he entered, right? Perhaps we can find out if he left at some point and then somehow ended up back here, or if he came in and just never left again, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go ask around.
Yeah, let's do it.
Where do you guys wish to start? There's basically like 3 locations. The bar, the the dance floor, and then there is the pretty much the door. That's like the 3 main spots where like you'll find the yakuza basically hanging out because they're on guard.
I think that order is probably fine. Thinking about, or trying to remember where things are.
Oh, there's
and the
yeah.
front door.
All right. So to the bar then.
Yeah, to the bar.
Yep.
I will
There.
scoop Lugs up onto my back again so we don't lose him.
Yep. It seems that the whatever happened at the front of the establishment was well, it didn't quite ruin the night, but it definitely killed the vibes of the place a bit. As the energy is definitely a lot more of a lull than it was when you first entered, and the crowds are a lot more navigable, to say the least. And with relative ease, you're actually able to make it to the bar.
Oh, there's Caesar.
Oh,
Just passed out.
Oh,
Seiza is
There he
just
is.
passed out on the bar. Just bleh.
oh wait, we should pull a jewel.
Oh
Put her
no.
on your back. Akira, put her on her back. Put her on your back.
Kira just looks at you, just like, yeah, does it look like I'm a mule?
Oh, you want to carry this one? I'll point it at Lugs.
Looks at Lugs, looks at Caesar, just picks up Caesar.
Lugs kind of like gives off a nervous smile when Akira looks. Just like, heh.
So yeah, now we're gonna carry around Seiza.
Now
All
Caesar
right.
Style.
smell like rotten fish.
Oh
It's
no.
me! That's
Oh
your
God,
punishment.
that's gonna be the
Nicole,
worst
if you
thing.
hear this?
Oh no,
She's
yeah.
gonna wake up from her hangover and instantly smell rotten fish. That's just a recipe to throw up immediately.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yes, my home remedy of fixing alcoholism.
Wake up to a horrid stench. Ugh.
Yep.
Well, in any case, offending odors and passed out companion aside, by the barkeep, there is in fact a yakuza who is well, standing watch is what he's supposed to be doing, but he's more like kind of lounging and people watching, really. As he's kind of like coolly and calmly looking around the sides and kind of observing the patrons. But he does take a moment to sort of acknowledge and is willing to sort of take on your questioning.
Well, I'll look at the group. Who wants to question this gentleman?
Sure.
No, I'm kidding.
Maybe not. We have an idea when this dude was around, by the way.
Who, the
Oh, yeah,
yakuza
did Toshi give
or?
us- Yeah, no,
Uh,
did Toshi give us like a time frame for when he saw this guy arrive?
Not particularly, but he kind of like gave like, yeah, he was there at some time at the night. But, you know, he didn't really give anything too specific.
Oh, wait, was this during that party when Lady Yuki was here? Was it that night?
Um, Toshi didn't specify it was the same night as Lady Yuki's arrival, but Lugs was able to sort of kind of like connect the two of just like, you know, well, Lady Yuki showed up at this night, and then the investors, from what we know, were around this time as well. So it kind of, he says it like kind of roughly matches.
Yeah, I mean, it lines up that they bring in, you know, Lady Yuki, the heavy hitter for the investors. Definitely a crowd pleaser. Much more likely to get people to loosen their wallets.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna. How shall I phrase it then exactly? Yeah, so once we actually have his attention, some time ago, I don't know exactly when, the date. Except I do know it was around the time when Yuki was here. There was a well-dressed gentleman that attended this place. Does that ring any sort of bell to you? He would have had a couple bodyguards.
Roll
Kind of
persuasion.
businessman or investor. I'm just.
I will use.
Yeah.
I will use guidance.
Whoa!
The absolute best I could do. I can't do better than that.
Nice.
28.
Makes sense, yeah. I guess this guy has a thing for
Oh my god, this guy is into dwarves.
Damn.
It's the beards, you know.
It's the
Oh my
beards.
god. He can't stop staring at your beard. He's just in awe.
He is he's very
Very thick and luscious.
he is very drawn in by your beard, I'm sure. But the Yakuza, it gives a rather friendly disposition as he explains himself. He says, "Yeah, I think I remember seeing some of those guys. Don't remember when though. Just remember seeing. Didn't really see much of the suit, but I do remember seeing a couple of tough guys in the crowd. Can't say I saw much more of that, sadly. It was a busy night, you know. But I do remember Lady Yuki was around the same night as well, and that got the whole crowd riled up. I mean, who wouldn't be excited to see a celebrity like her?"
Yeah, I do imagine it. Play a good time for business.
Yep. Got a glimpse of the good lady herself too. She can tear up that dance floor real well. But yep, gave the night quite a spectacle. Her and her little gaggle of friends, and then after that, I saw them shuffle off to the back, probably to take care of some business. Can't say I know much past that. As for the suit, well, I don't remember him much, like I said. I did remember seeing one of his goons go and grab a couple drinks up at the bar. That was about as much as I saw.
Oh, you never saw him go in the back?
Nah, he wasn't a very big guy, and, well, you know, when a crowd like Lady Yuki comes in, like I said, you saw how this place was earlier, right?
It was quite hopping, yeah.
Oh, it was nothing compared to the night Lady Yuki was here.
Oh,
Damn.
goodness.
She is a fireball. In
No
any
beard,
case,
though.
No beard.
No
Looks at
beard.
Taylor.
No beard, though.
Damn, like, why is everyone focusing on my beard?
Even the
It's
Yakuza is just
really-
like, looks at the beard. Well, it is a nice beard.
Really magnificent, really.
Yeah.
Thanks.
However, trying to eat something with a beard is not.
You know, that's a
it's in your
good
teeth.
thing for our friend. I think that's actually strangely a compliment coming from you.
Mm.
Sure. All of that aside, did anything during that night strike you as interesting and notable? Anything memorable?
I can't say it was anything too crazy other than, well, the good lady herself giving us a lovely visit.
Yeah, I do imagine that you being around will make everything else just sort of go by the wayside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks anyway.
No worries.
I mean, you can buy our friend a drink if you'd like.
Looks over at your passed out friend. I think your friend's had enough.
No, I meant Taylor.
Oh.
This man likes the. This man wants some of that beard, I think.
No, I'm being wingman right now. What's going on?
Yeah.
Tell me the secrets to your fine locks, lady.
What the heck?
Don't worry, I got you. If this is your type. If not, I'll tell him to fuck off.
What the heck?
Nah, he's cordial, but he's yeah, that's about as far as he puts it.
Damn. We'll have to come back later and try again.
Okay.
I have to catch him after hours.
Yeah.
I feel like Taylor's probably good, but you know.
That's true. You could do better than this Yakuza goon.
He's a low-down crook.
We'll find someone better.
Taylor also a criminal.
Yeah, but this is like we can find you like a better How about Lady Yuki? We can set you up with Lady Yuki herself.
I don't think I'm her type.
You never know. You gotta shoot your shot.
I'm pretty sure Taylor's not her type.
You don't know.
It's true. I don't actually know.
You gotta dream big.
Well, in any case,
Big,
that's all the
like a
info
beard.
he gives you.
Thanks.
Well, shall we try the other boys?
What's at the dance floor next? I should
Might as
probably
well.
move
We're
to the,
we're right. We're right by, right?
we'll just go there.
I didn't
This.
expect romantic support out of this group.
Oh my god, it's me. As a player, I always do this. That's the fun of D&D. You gotta kiss NPCs or other players. They're characters. You gotta kiss them.
I don't think anybody wants to do that to the Kira though. Let's be real.
Oh, if I was playing a different character, I would kiss Akira. I would have my character. I mean, Zara. She would give you a kiss. Zara would kiss
I
Akira.
mean, kissing her is like being a male spider approaching a female spider. Like,
You know what? Some people are into that. Some people are
Sounded-
into that.
Sounded
like-
so
no.
wistful.
It's it's just like male bees, you know, honey nut cheerio.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, Akira. We will find love for you if you want it. We will
Oh
find
my
it.
god.
Akira just wants food.
Well, in any
She
case,
angry.
the dance floor
Absolutely agree.
Yakuza, another finely dressed gentleman who is of course, kind of blending in with the crowd by sort of not really dancing, but sort of like vibing to the music, but also kind of just very much like keeping watch.
They're doing his job.
Yep. Normally they tend to cut loose, but it seems that the whatever went on earlier kind of has some of them a little bit more guarded. So they're not.
reminded of like, oh yeah, there is a reason why I have this
Yeah.
job.
We're here because we're trying to push these other guys off this turf. So they gotta actually do their job now. Fun's over.
Damn.
But in any case, just like with the guy at the bar, just ask around and
Talk to this guy again.
Yep, another ask and persuasion check.
Oh yeah.
Taylor charm 'em.
Come on, the power of the beard.
Oh my god. If you get another nat 20, I'm just convinced the Yakuza just love dwarves.
Not counting on it.
Take guidance, come on.
No, not 20. 13.
13. All right. And then I'm guessing you kind of ask the same question.
Much, yeah.
With him, he kind of ponders a moment. He's like, yeah, nah, I remember him. Not kind of a squirt. Not really much to say on the guy. He wasn't he was kind of killing the mood around him, him and his goons. But I mean, well, he's allowed to be in there. Can't say I remember too much of what he got up to, but I do recall this. It was definitely sometime after Lady Yuki turned up. By gods, I remember how that dance floor looked.
So he turned up after she was here.
That's right. I remember because the crowd had been going crazy that night, and then he turned up, and suddenly the crowd, everywhere he went, it was like wilting flowers, really. Honestly, a shame. I think I didn't see much of him last night after he turned up and kind of wandered the dance floor for a bit. I think he went off to the back end, but not really my business on that deal.
So you think he did go into the back then?
Well, if he must have. Everywhere he went, just the crowd was starting to die down with energy. Almost it was like sucking the fun right out of the place. So he either had to have stepped out or, well, gone to the back.
Hmm. Did he seem to step out at the same time that Lady Yuki was perhaps in the back doing some business?
Yuki was already doing her own thing.
In the
Hell,
back or out on the dance floor?
She was in the back. I remember I remember most of the whole thing of that night. At least the fun parts about it. Well, that's how about I tell you at least how it went?
Oh yeah, please tell us everything. I'm quite disappointed that I missed it myself.
Oh man, you should have been there. It was a good night. It was the energy was good. It was almost kind of like earlier today. And then she came into the room. The crowd was just still. Then the beat had dropped, and everyone was just they managed to open this whole pathway for the lady and her gals, finest beauties that ever walked into this building. And my God, it was just the way they moved on that dance floor blew everyone away. It was fantastic. After that performance, they went in. I remember them stepping away and went to the back. That's for sure what happened. I think the lady wanted to talk to the owner for a bit.
Oh, the owner, the drow, he was around.
Yep. I remember he was stepped in, or he was around for that time. Hadn't seen much of him since that night, though.
Oh yeah. Heard he's been in a lot of meetings. That's what Toshi told us.
Well, whatever Toshi says, Toshi knows. Although, granted, they don't tell us much. Not even Toshi knows that much.
Well, he's putting on a strong face. He's a good man.
Of course, he's the best. That's why he's running the place for us.
I mean, yeah, did you see him on the dance floor earlier? Oh my god.
Absolutely. But that still doesn't hold a candle to Lady Yuki's dance or her little pals. But I mean, you can't really compare with perfection like that.
She's the boss for a reason, right? Just gotta give her credit where it's due.
Ain't no boss. She's just one of the fine beauties of Brosnov, I'd say.
Well, you know, she's the type who gets stuff done, right? She's beautiful. She can do anything she wants, basically. She's that kind of boss, you know? She has that vibe.
I getcha.
Oh, boss.
Hmm.
Boss around.
Absolutely. But yeah, but that's my whole story of it. Or at least with Lady Yuki. Sometime later, though, old, that, old creep came in and, well, it was almost like the opposite thing. Everywhere he went, well, it just kind of seemed like people were making space just to stay out of the no fun zone, if you catch my drift.
Interesting. Yeah, bad vibes.
Mm-hmm. He was killing it with that. And not in a good way either.
Hmm.
And his bodyguards didn't really make the place fun either. Honestly, it felt like he was just in here to cause trouble. But, I guess he, whatever he was looking for, he got it. Because I didn't see
Yeah,
much
so
of
you
him.
did you ever see him come back through the other way?
Out the other way.
Well, you said he might have gone into the back. Did you ever see him come back out, you know, and leave through the front?
I didn't even know if he went to the back. I'm just guessing.
I see. But he only ever really passed through that one time.
If he did. Alls I can tell you is I saw him come to the dance floor, ruin the mood, and then vanish. Usually, when
Wherever
people
he
like
went.
that, people like that are usually there and go two directions: back out the way they came, or towards the back for some reason, because they found they were looking for us.
So he never returned since then.
Haven't seen him since that day.
Is there a back entrance that VIPs might use, or
No.
no?
Everyone goes through the
That's
front.
That's
why
what I figured. You boys run tight security. That kind of thing is a risk.
We can't let we can't let those night brood bastards coming in here, creeping in through other holes in this place. So we've patched up everything else. Only other way
Exactly,
through
you
is
guys-
Huh?
Oh, I was just gonna say, exactly. You guys are professionals.
Yeah.
I never doubted you.
everyone goes through the front. No one goes through the back.
Not even Lady Yuki gets to go through the back.
Well, I mean, if she wanted to, I'm sure she would. But you know, back there it's just a dirty. It's not exactly befitting of a lady like herself.
That's true. Wouldn't want her smelling the day-old fish, you know?
Mm-hmm. Nah. A gal as classy as Lady Yuki, she'd be given the front, and they'd make space.
Yeah, of course. Well, was there anything else strange about that night that you can remember? If you can, tear your eyes away from Lady Yuki for just a second.
He ponders a bit and shakes his head. Nothing I can really recall. Most of that night was kind of a blur after that. It's one of the drawbacks of working in a place like this. Sometimes it just kind of all melds together, aside from the fun parts. So
Yeah,
can't
that's
say I
fair.
know much more past that.
Well, you've been very helpful. We'll be sure to pass on to Toshi what an upstanding job you're doing out here.
Ha! You're too kind.
Oh, as you were.
It goes back to his duty.
Haha, you said duty.
Ha.
Duty.
Duty.
Hehe.
Well,
Yeah, I guess we got one. Hey, wait, we got one more spot. That means Akira can take the lead on this one.
You really want her to take the lead on this one?
I don't know. I feel like we should let her try.
Part of me wants to see it, but I also don't want her to do it at all.
oh boy.
Well, she can.
The last Yakuza is, well, he's basically the bouncer, manning the front door.
Right. Perfect person for Akira to talk to.
Yep.
A bouncer to somebody who would definitely look like she would beat up a bouncer.
Yep. But I mean, they all know you, so they're not exactly like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
they're
I am
cordial.
going to actually beat up the bouncer.
Oh, just beats them up, just like what the hell?
Oh, just a little friendly punch, you know.
Yeah, it's like you want to get some friendly tussling. How about you go and fight the night brew, bro?
Carl will do the thing where like he'll lean over on Akira and sort of like put his hand on her shoulder and just look like, oh yeah, we're just little party friends here. No danger. And I'm gonna just pump guidance over after guidance into Akira.
Guidance.
Guidance,
Alright, you
please.
guys ready
Yeah.
for this?
These ones got us sick.
This strong-armed stoic of a yakuza does kind of like put on while he's putting on a rather tough look, he does kind of like give a friendly gesture as you guys meet him outside.
Yeah. Well, Akira's now going to ask basically the same sort of questions, just more in a Akira sort of way. So let's see how this goes. Who's
Roll
ready?
persuasion.
A 19.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Just because
Nice
it's Akira, I think I need you to just vocalize this a bit. How do you
She
Akira
basically
ask?
She was like, "Yo, do you remember some like, oh my god, how was he described? Like this, like basically this asshole that came in with 2 bodyguards. You remember them? About the time when Lady Yuki came?
Ah, the night Lady Yuki came by. Ah. Yeah, I remember that night pretty well. Didn't get my head knocked in, so I can remember most of what happened that night, actually. Yeah, and, yeah, you want to know what happened with that prick and his two little shit friends, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember the guy. I don't remember his name too much, but I remember he was some kind of big business guy. He said he wanted to talk to the boss, not Toshi, the owner. But he was kind of an ass about the whole thing. So, well, you know how we do with people who are difficult. You give them the runaround. Besides, he was already just a pain in the ass, and wanted to just see if see how he could run the club before he would at the very least be passing near the lady if anything. But yeah. Nah, I brought him in myself. I was on shift change duty with one of the others. But Toshi actually cycled me through. He took watch outside. So I more or less got to, well, I'd say keep an eye, but I got to see him goof around for a bit. It turns out to be a horrible idea. I thought for a moment, well, maybe this shitlord just needs to cut loose a bit, have a few drinks, maybe dance a little bit. Him and his goons ended up just ruining the vibe, and then also not really cutting that much loose with the drinks. After that, he came back to me and, well, started complaining and bitching about how I was wasting his time. So I said, all right, sure, I'll take you to see the boss, but he's in a meeting. And he says, no, won't accept no meetings, no waiting, no more wasting my time. And made me have to go and drag him to the back. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that he brought his 2 goons with him, I would have laid him out and kicked his ass back into the street. But he was someone important, and had friends that were armed, so I wasn't going to start a ruckus in the club. Not on my watch.
Then after he was taken to the back, that's it.
That was it. Not my problem no more. I escorted him to the back, and, well, I presume that whatever business that got done back there got taken care of. And now that I just mention it, I kind of don't recall him ever leaving. I figured maybe him and the owner, they just did their thing and took off at some point. After all, I was shift change, so I didn't really see them leave.
Fair. That's fair. Well, did you ever see the owner leaving?
You know what? Go and think on it.
Think on it.
Yes, you did. He does remember. Actually, now that I think about it, I do remember seeing the owner leaving. I remember whatever business he got done with Lady Yuki, she had left. And her entourage of gals. Yeah, he's like thinking to himself, he's kind of gives like a whistle like, damn. But I remember I remember the owner said he was taking off for a while. Kind of was weird about it though. I don't know. He said he had some follow-up business with the lady herself and the entourage. Don't know what that means, but I guess he got lucky to stick around with the gals. Man, wouldn't that be a nice business deal?
Interesting. So he left, Lady Yuki left, but asshole never made it out. Or you just didn't see. Maybe he left later.
He kind of shrugs and he's like, I never really saw him leave, but, you know. I saw the owner leave. I saw Lady Yuki leave. Didn't really see much of the asshole or his goons. Then again, I kind of didn't really want to think about him after having to deal with them for, 20 minutes of babysitting them.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, that seems fair.
You push those things to the back of your head, you know?
Yeah, you tend to do that with torture.
Oh.
Everyone just looks at her like, what?
Something on your mind?
Corey's just gonna look at her and then, like, try to do that thing where he, like, politely laughs, like, oh my god, I'm sorry, my friend here has been hitting the drinks a little too hard.
So,
You're just looking at you confused, just like, what? It sounds like torture to be stuck with that guy for 20 minutes.
She's one of those, like,
okay, that kind of torture.
Drunk. Like, she gets kind of morbid and strange when she's drunk. Not like the funny kind of drunk, but like the brings up weird things kind of drunk.
Continues to look at you, Core.
Yeah, look at her eyes. They're so unfocused.
Core.
Don't worry, darling. We'll get you home safe and sound.
Core, please shut up.
I know, your head is killing you. I'm sure it is.
God.
Hila has lost the plot.
Well, in any case, that's all I can really add to your little, that's all I can really add to the story on that.
Well, you've been very helpful. Thank you very much. Hopefully, I hope you don't land such duty in the future. Unfortunate for you.
What, with
Yeah,
babysitting?
maybe next time they'll assign you to Lady Yuki herself.
That's the dream, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, it ain't really my dig. It's as great looking as I can get. Lady Yuki's entourage only consists of just the most finest looking folk around.
Oh damn, well maybe we ought to audition our friend here. No point to say so.
Who's tapped? Literally, she just has the decency of being put over the shoulder.
The Yakuza is trying not to laugh too hard, but he's just like, well, dream big, but I won't hold my breath.
Oh man, but you should have seen her on the dance floor earlier. I think she has a chance.
Well, she does got the potential with those moves. Yeah, we'll see.
I will be right back.
No worries. This whole time, this whole time, Lux has been like very meticulously scribbling down the notes. And
I know, it
kind of
feels
keep
very
track.
weird to have a goblin using the back of your neck as like a clipboard.
I mean, he's like mine. It's like a little pocket one, so he's got it in one hand and he's writing with the other.
Yeah,
But
be careful because my hair is a little wet, so don't get your
yeah.
notebook wet.
I think he learned that the first time. So if anything, he'll be resting his hand on your head, like the back of his
Oh,
hand, just on top of your head while he's writing, just to steady it. But then he's like, "Oh, water, right."
sorry.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
thank
Any
you
other
Thank you
questions?
very much for your help. I think that's pretty much it. Taylor, you got anything else? Nope. I think that's it.
Well,
Yep.
with that, he nods and returns to his job of well, of gatekeeping, essentially.
Hopefully having the rest of his time here be uneventful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have a
Kind of like what it was
easy
like.
shift of not having to deal with any more werewolves or werefolk, I should say.
Yeah, one would hope.
Yeah.
One would hope.
I mean, I do find myself a little curious about what our undead friend needed to talk to the boss about so badly that he was willing to risk Lady Yuki's ire and interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a question to ask the owner, though, and he seems like he's gone MIA. But
Yep.
at least we know he's not a zombie out in the back.
Nope, he's not one of the dead. But he's definitely not here, which Lugs does mention is like that is definitely something strange.
Yeah, it is, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to find him tonight.
No, this is something that's gonna take another day of looking into.
Yeah, is there anything else we need to do here tonight, or shall we get poor Seiza home?
I think that's all we'll need for tonight. Um, I need to compile my thoughts and stuff. This is all so much to take in. One hell of a night. And
Yeah, you
I,
got someplace to crash.
Did not
yeah,
expect undead.
I've got the investigation
Nope.
firm that I can look out for. So I'll have that. Um, if you want, we can meet up. Maybe get yourselves a little bit of rest and kind of get yourselves organized for a bit, and we can meet up at our next location.
Oh yeah, so where are we heading to next?
Let's see if I remember.
It'd be the Sylvan tongue
Yeah,
because
the
we're not.
Sylvan tongue.
Silver Spire would be an endeavor to get into
Yeah,
for us.
Yeah.
because that is that is a crime hotspot. Or
And kind of exclusive too, right?
yep, it's an exclusive club.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you're not in there unless you're allowed in there.
Oh yeah, so
We
we want to go
will-
to the Sylvan Tongue Companions Club.
we will worry about finding a way into the Silver Spire when we need to, if we need to. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we don't need to.
Lugs will say that he'll see what he can do about the Silvered Spire because obviously he can't exactly continue this investigation without access into the Spire or the Silvered Spire.
Oh boy. Alright.
So that's what he's gonna do on his downtime at the investigation firm. He'll be like, I'm sure Hartman left something behind because we wouldn't be looking into a place like the Silvered Spire without getting into it. I mean, well, maybe we might have to break in. That's not the first time Hartman's had to do that. And then kind of thinks to himself, he's like, I really hope that's not the case, but my gut says it's gonna be that case. And then he's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go see if he left a disguise kit around for me.
Well, good luck with that. We'll take care of Miss Seiza here.
We can reconvene at the Silver Tongue once you guys are, better. Once you guys
Yeah,
are rested.
shall we set a time? We can't exactly say like a day from now because
Um,
well,
You could set it
Brosnan.
for either a short rest or a long rest, basically, just like a, you guys will, you'll still have enough of a Brosnov night, essentially.
Let's do a long rest, because short rest, we basically get home, sit down for an hour, and then leave. That's like nothing.
Well, that's with travel time, and you guys are pretty close by. Heaven's Dive was
True.
is in the area.
Let's do a long rest.
That sounds good.
Okay.
I'll be waiting for you guys at the Sylvan Tongue when you guys are ready then.
All right, we'll see you in like 8-10 hours.
All right. Uh, rest well, guys. I'll head back to the firm and meet up with you later after after a bit of a downtime.
You make sure to get some rest too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you too.
yeah.
We're gonna know if you haven't rested when we get there because you're gonna be even worse of a shot. So
Don't worry. I won't run myself ragged. I'm gonna need my wits about me. I'm also gonna I'm probably gonna change out these bullets, I think.
ooh, that's probably a good idea.
And he kind of looks over and he sees Taylor's gun as well. He's like, well, I mean, they're worth a shot, but you could at least see if they're worth your while. Taylor, you seem to be good with your gun. Maybe you can get these to work.
I can give it a look, sure.
Yep.
Not exactly a gunsmith, but wait, no, that's not true. I definitely am.
He
Don't
hands
discount
you
yourself.
but he hands you a box of rounds basically, and they're basically called one-hit wonders. And as advertised,
Declare forgetting Kayla has proficiency in smith's tools and did make her gun.
it's like I'm no gunsmith. Is a
Wait a
gunsmith.
minute.
It's like, well,
Wait a
you
minute.
are a gunsmith, but you also might be a liar.
It's imposter syndrome.
true,
Come
she's-
on, we all suffer from it.
God. Well, in any case, yeah, you're handed a box load of 20 one-hit wonders. You get 20 bullets because, God, you'll need them.
Okay.
And just as I've kind of explained before, they do the same damage as your weapon would normally do. The only difference is you have to land a critical hit. But if you land a critical hit, you do the maximum amount of damage possible.
Would be pretty spicy in a rogue, I have to say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get that all of your sixes sneak attack damage plus maximum pistol damage.
Well, you gotta roll a crit.
And the weapon and the bullet is considered magical.
But you gotta roll a crit. Or
But you
get
need to roll a
nothing.
crit. That is the only caveat. It's the way the bullet functions is if it does go off, it does so in a spectacular magical fashion in which the target is undeniably struck and taken full damage for, or taken for its full effective hit. Of course, the inane drawbacks is the fact that the the reagents themselves are temperamental, and by that I mean they tend to fizzle out.
We did see that.
Indeed.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll cart Seiza back to our apartment to get some rest.
Yep. So with Seiza in tow, you return back to your home. Yeah, is there? We've got a little bit of time, so is there any downtime you guys want to do, or anything you want to do for your downtime, or anything in particular? Because I'm fine with continuing along. I'm just wondering if you guys want to like keep going, or because
Akira just needs to shower.
yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
If you're giving her shit, Core, she's gonna give you shit about it. So
Mm,
Oh, is there a bathhouse? Can we go to a bathhouse? Because I assume our apartment does not have a bath or a shower.
I think it does actually.
there's a facility. Yeah. No, there's a shower. Yeah, you guys have a bathroom and shower.
Oh, nice.
Like a little tiny little cubicle of a, bath and shower.
No.
But if there's a more specific thing you guys want to do, that is entirely up to you.
What should we
think
do
so.
in our downtime?
Nah, I'm just mostly here being a little shit with Core trying to give Akira a bath.
No, I'm just gonna try to get you to go into the shower.
She just sits in the shower, being a little shit.
Fine. You can sit in there wearing all your clothes.
She does.
Good, because I don't want to see you naked. I will scrub your head with shampoo. You don't have any hair.
I
Out
can't
there.
believe I'm offering. Would you rather me do this, Core?
It's fine. She's wearing her clothes still.
She just, as you say that, she just immediately starts tripping. She
Oh
don't
my
give a
God.
shit.
Oh, Melora, give me strength. You think you're the first naked person I've seen plenty of naked people. Fine, take your clothes off. I don't care.
He's waking up like, what am I hearing? What's happening in the other room?
So the neighbors
still
can hear
drunk?
this too.
Yeah, she's like, fine, take off your clothes.
Normal night in Brosnov.
Just average
No,
night
not a bad
in the Brosnov shack.
I'm gonna scrub your head with shampoo. You don't have
Yeah.
hair, but I'm gonna try.
Kira's just full malicious compliance right now, and Core is matching her in energy.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm a
Lord.
healer. You think I haven't seen naked people before? You think I haven't had to bathe people before? Please.
I'm just gonna be messing with my alchemy shit.
Tayla's like, I got no energy for this shit.
I can't make anything. I don't have time. But
A long rest can't make anything at the moment.
it takes a day. Need like a full day of work to make something.
Go back to here for now.
Yay, I get to heal.
Yeah.
And I would actually perfectly add a third of my health. Ooh.
Yes, well, I'll scrub Akira down and then send her to bed, and then I'll take a nice shower myself.
Yeah. She has
I'll just
fulfilled
take
her
a
malicious
shower.
compliance.
I'll
do
just
my
take a
rounds.
shower when I wake up.
Yeah, I'll do
Everyone,
my rounds. I'll check on Tayla, doing her little experiments.
Hey.
Are you winning, son?
Hey, Oli.
Not yet.
You do have a little bit of time to like kind of meander or sort of like go around the area or kind of like check out the area around you. So you haven't really looked around much.
That's true.
It's true. Any good food shops around here?
Oh, true.
There is indeed.
Side street noodle shops or something?
Actually, there is one.
Fucking love those places.
There is like a little there's a little noodle shop just down the road that's set up, and
Hell
they
yeah.
have it's the full authentic experience. Like they've got the little head curtain thing. There's got like it's like in a tiny building, so there's just like the stools out in front, and then just a really tiny little bar counter, and then in the back there's just one cook who's just like making all the ramen and preparing everything. There are I'd say it's sizable enough to hold about 10 people there. And there are a few people that are like sitting and dining.
Oh, good, because Core's a little buzzed still, so he would love some noodles. Nom nom nom.
So you guys just
Let's
all
have
like
a-
all together just go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
minus
guess so.
Caesar,
Yeah.
who's sleeping it off.
Yep. Core needs some noodles after the nude.
Oh, yeah.
Lord. Well, we'll gather at four stools out at the side street, and the the chef quickly takes your order and hands out four bowls of some of the most delicious noodles you've seen. Um, to your sides as you're kind of enjoying your meal in the evening. There's not so much a too quiet as there's just a few passersby that are coming in and have quietly eating. But on the other side of this establishment, there's you spy what appears to be an elf and a half elf like sharing some sort of discussion with each other as well they seem to be stuck in some sort of one's telling another like a story more or less, and the half elf who's discussing this is rather boisterous about it, as he explains.
Love it.
And yeah, you hear him kind of laugh off as he kind of as you catch like the tail end of the part of his story, and he says, and then after that it was piece of cake, really. I sliced that guy in two. Oh man, that was the easiest deal ever. The elf, of course, kind of joins in the cocky laughter of the half elf, and they're both just kind of like, yes, well, as they say, easy money is easily lost. So best hope you're not gonna be spending it all in one place. And with that, he sort of pats his buddy on the shoulder and says, "Thanks for picking up the tab, by the way."
We'll just watch this while we're stuffing our face with noodles. I'm gonna slip the pork from my ramen into Akira's bowl.
And she will just eat it, not knowing that you did that.
Mm.
Like, oh, nice, more pork. It's like with the the scene with Grahatia.
Yeah,
Just the pickles right on.
Yep.
Didn't even notice.
Sneaks the pickles on.
I made this for you.
I made this for you. You made the sandwich for me. Oh God. I freaking love that video.
Not yet. Cora and Akira haven't gotten there yet, but we will one day.
Off on a great start.
Yep.
But in any case, yeah, the two are pretty much more or less. You can tell they're buds, but with that, of course, the elf walking away, the half elf just kind of looks at the bowl, looks at the tab that the chef has slipped, and he's like, "Are you kidding me? How many bowls did you eat?"
Rip.
And he hastily, throws down a bag of coin. And he's like, "Get back here, you no good elf!" You notice also, of course, the half elf himself is almost forgets, turns around, and you see him grab from the other stool at the far end his katana, and you see him sort of shuffle off.
Samurai.
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 Can't live with them, can't live without them, huh?
They're just one of the many charms of the city.
In front of my noodles.
In front of my noodles.
Really? Right in front of my fucking noodles?
Really? I don't want to hear about that, man. I'm trying to enjoy some nice noodles.
Yeah. A nice little throw in for there.
Yeah,
Yep.
then we'll go home and get a long rest.
Yeah.
Long
Make
nap.
sure Seiza hasn't, like, drowned in her own vomit.
You could give her I can either presume that she's probably up and better by the time you guys kind of step out and have your meal,
we'll
or
bring her home some noodles. Yeah,
you'll
we'll
bring her
get
home some noodles.
Yeah.
Get a nice little to-go bowl. The bowls will, I mean, cost like, I'll just say just 2 gold for it.
Hey.
Total?
Each.
Okay.
Each. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just take 2 gold off of
I'll
it.
gonna be-
I'll cover Caesar's.
Okey-doke.
I'll do that. 4 gold.
It was a fine
Oh.
meal.
Yeah. Also, I just realized since Gore technically saw Akira naked. I mean, should be quite obvious she's very scarred.
Oh yeah, that's
Like-
fine.
Yeah.
He would have noticed, but he would not have said anything about it. Again, he may give everyone shit, but he takes his duty as healer and caregiver pretty seriously. So he may have been forcing you to shower because you stunk, but like he's not the type of person to be like, "Oh my god, you're so scarred." What
Yeah.
Glad we have a party mom.
Yeah.
He-
Party
Yes.
mom.
We
party
said
mom
he
has
was
been
gonna
discovered.
be dad, but he's actually mom. Seiza's the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
But yeah.
getting wine mom and party mom vibes.
A party can have 2 moms, and that could be okay.
That's true. Cora's mom, and Seiza is wine mom.
Exactly. Well, with that, you make your way to the Sylvan Tongue.
Ooh.
Now, if
Oh,
I
I didn't
recall,
realize
this was
we were
over
gonna
in,
go all the way.
Silver
Oh, we're
Street.
gonna stop.
Oh, did you guys want to put a cap on this for now?
Oh yeah, it might be good. Plus, then we can get Seiza back for the
Yep.
next part.
Alrighty. Then
Yeah.
we will have you guys stop off at the entrance to the Sylvan Tongue Companion Club.
Okay.
Which is of course
Yay.
in the Silver Street of Hanging Garden. And
It's
Yeah.
nicer district.
the nicer, not the nicest, but the nicer district.
Yeah.
And
Oh, in Silver Street. Yeah, sweet.
Silver Street, just a small bit of information is this is less so much as the market for goods and more so the market for services. So while it might not be the place of like, this is not where the cheap crap is, it's also not where the expensive stuff is because this is where you get, well, the people to get stuff. Silver Street is also kind of known for a lot of like, here's where you go to hire people like mercenaries and people who are of a more unscrupulous nature in that profession, assassins. But that's more hearsay than actual like, yes, you go there to hire assassins.
Nobody
that's-
openly talks about
Yeah,
that.
it's like one of those like the KGB is the most known secret kind of thing. Like you go to Silver Street, and it's like everybody knows you're going to Silver Street to just buy someone to kill someone. But it's also known for its own little like stretch of entertainments, such as the Sylvan Tongue and other places of that sort of nature, and or more or less adult in nature.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have their own little district for that as well. Or I mean, that's the sub district for it in Hanging Garden. But yeah, so we'll leave it at that. I think that's gonna be it for now. We're ending fairly early, so I'm like, is there anything else we can kind of throw in here, or nah, we're good.
Early.
We are very early.
Nope.
Go pretty late a lot with the rum. It's
That's true.
a
I was
treat
like
every
early.
once in a while.
Yeah,
True.
that's
All
true.
right. Let's not stretch it then. I will conclude it here, and then we'll just pick it up. Hopefully with our whole party. Hopefully Seiza will have recovered, and if not, we'll just kind of say that, after her drunken binge, that she was feeling rather sick after that, and then, despite the best efforts of or the best intentions of the soup, it only made her worse. So
Oh, no.
that'll be the two
She's
fates.
He's allergic to egg.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So that'll basically be what happens. So if the unfortunate happens where we're down Seiza again, that'll be the case. Or if we're down anyone, they'll be like, okay, well the ramen didn't agree with you guys.
The hangover for Corum hits real late.
Yep. But Lugs will be there for the party that does show up. But yeah, I'll go ahead and cap it here. Let me go ahead and start the raid.
Raid.
Raid Shadow Legend.
Raid
No.
Legends.
That kind of raid. Speaking of raid, since we ended early, Shen.
Uh, I don't know.
Would you love to see a spooter?
A spooter?
Spooter?
What do you mean spooter?
Oh,
Nar. Not the spooter. No, I don't want to see the spooter.
Dang. Is it
Fusion changes to dread.
P10S? Time for P10S.
Yes, but not the
S.
S part.
I was gonna say, I'm like, wait, you guys are
Time
going
for
to
P10s.
P10S?
Oh
Oh,
no.
Oh, are you guys doing I'll join in for that. Let me just finish off this raid real
I
quick.
don't even know if I'm doing it yet.
I'll tag along.
I'm sorry, Shen. You have been voluntold now.
Voluntold. Been
Been
told.
voluntold.
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 Let me copy and paste my notes for people.
This is so 666.